What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel for another video. For those of you who are new, my name is Bria. My hair is relaxed and I love it, and I absolutely love to share tips and tricks with you guys on how to grow long, strong, healthy, relaxed hair. Today, I wanted to talk protective styling with you guys. So I know I can't be the only one where there just comes a point in time in the year that you are literally sick and tired of doing your own hair. You know, wash days are becoming a little bit strenuous. They feel like they're taking too long with all the other things you have going on in your schedule, whether that's taking care of your kids, going to work, going to school, whatever it may be. Sometimes we just get tired. But it's like we've come so far in our hair care journey together that we really don't want to take any steps back. That's kind of my cue for when it's time to rock with a protective style for a little bit. So today, I wanted to talk with you guys about how you can still give your relaxed hair the TLC that it needs while staying out of it in a protective style, but also promoting healthy hair growth fast. So if you're interested, stay tuned, just keep watching. My first tip as far as promoting healthy hair growth while in a protective style would be wash your hair. Please wash your hair. I don't know why, but there's this huge idea that like when you have a protective style in your hair, you don't need to wash it because the whole point of it is to keep you out of your hair and away from it and kind of give you a break. That's where there's kind of a balance. It's like you technically are leaving your hair alone a bit more. You know, you're not running a brush through it or anything like that. You're not constantly yanking on it to pull it up in a little puff or whatever it is you want to do for the day. So you are essentially leaving it alone, but that does not mean that you can neglect your scalp. So what I mean by that is imagine all of the leave-ins, all the oils, all the edge control, etc. that you're putting in your hair when it's in a protective style to keep it looking cute and keep it looking good. That's going to clog all those pores on your scalp and really serve as an obstacle as far as hair growth. So just as you would when your hair is not in a protective style, when you start to get that feeling that like, okay, my hair is feeling a little dirty, my scalp is like not looking very cleansed and healthy and hydrated, it's time to wash your hair. It is easier though in a protective style because you don't have to detangle, you don't really have to do much, just cleanse your scalp, throw a little conditioner on there, let it sit while you shower, and then when you get out, towel dry or blow dry your braids because I know that they can get really heavy. So always wash your scalp. My second recommendation coming off of that would be to keep your scalp nice and moisturized. Now, my favorite thing to look to, especially when I have a protective style, is a good serum. And it definitely is worth the investment. I mean, think about it. You're using so much less product now that your hair is in a protective style that maybe you can allot some of that money towards a good serum that you've had your eye on for a while. I like the Canvas Hair Blossom Serum. This has your castor oils, flaxseed oils, vitamin E, all great qualities when you're looking to moisturize and promote growth in your hair. You know we love our black castor oil, yes we do. And if that is still outside of your budget, you know there are other options. Just go check out local beauty supply store. I found this amazing anti-itch and tension relief oil with tea tree and aloe. I don't know if you can see that there. It's by Design Essentials Scalp and Skincare. Now, I haven't heard of this before, but through a little bit of research, I found out that aloe is actually a great moisturizer for your hair, and then this also contains peppermint oil, sunflower seed oil, sweet almond oil, which I absolutely love, hemp oil, and rosemary extract, and I love rosemary in my hair. So really find yourself a good hair oil or a good hair serum that you can feel dedicated to apply at night. You know, you can be more consistent because you don't have to worry about actually styling the rest of your hair and things like that. I would really take advantage of this time because that really does help promote a lot of hair growth, especially during protective style times. My next recommendation is something that you guys have seen me use before, especially if you looked at my wash and go video, and that is fermented rice water. Now, I got a question on one of my last videos that said, do I make this at home, or am I able to make this at home, or do you have to buy it? And of course you're able to make it at home. If you guys would like to see my own recipe on how I make my rice water when I'm making homemade shampoos or rice water for a rice water rinse, please comment down below and I'd be happy to do that. This one, however, I bought on Amazon. It's $16 for 32 ounces. It lasts quite a while and it stays fresh as long as it's refrigerated. So the function of rice water is to kind of add protein back into your hair that's lost through relaxation and things like that. So I like to add this either in the shower or before my leave-in conditioner once I'm getting out of the shower. Now, because I'm in a protective style and this does not necessarily smell good, especially the ones that you order online because they don't add like extra oils and things in there that would make it smell a little bit better, I prefer to use this before I wash my hair. You know, once every 2 weeks, I'll kind of soak my hair down with it and then really make sure that I'm cleansing my scalp really well to get the smell out. And this is like, look online, check it out. I'm not kidding. This is like a lifesaver with hair growth. I don't know how it does it. I've been using it. I've used it twice, I think, in the past month, and I already have, I know it's a little bit difficult to tell, but I have about 3/4 of an inch of hair growth since I put my protective style in a month ago, and it looks healthy. It's moisturized, my scalp is nice and moisturized, and things like that. So check out some rice water if you haven't. You know, it works for some, it doesn't work for others, as most hair products are, but if your hair is anything like mine, it will flourish in the presence of rice water, I promise you. My next tip is very simple, and that is do not leave your protective style in for too long, especially if you're not taking good care of it. You know, if you tend not to cleanse your scalp as often as you should, if you're not moisturizing your hair as much as you should, a protective style can really damage your hair long term. So if you remember from my twist out video on relaxed hair, I talk about the transition point in relaxed hair, which is where your relaxed hair strand meets the natural coil. This section right here where it meets is the weakest part of your hair, and that's where we see a lot of breakage. Now imagine that being essentially tugged on by something like a braid. Once you've achieved major growth, that's a lot of tension on that transition point, and it's more likely to snap once you take the braid out because it's been pulled on for so long and it's had to endure so much tension. So for me, I go a maximum of 2.5, maybe 3 months max, and plus by then my hair is looking a little bit crazy, especially with all the growth. You know, it's like it's much fuzzier up here, you know, it looks a little bit more wild, but be sure not to leave it in for too long. When it's time, it's time. Don't hang on to it too long, don't drag it out too long, because it will come at your hair's detriment. So my last tip is something that should stand true whether you do or do not have a protective style in, and that is sleep with a silk cap on or sleep on a silk pillowcase. This will keep your hairstyle lasting nice and long, and it will minimize the breakage that you experience at night. So braids are made with synthetic hair. The ends are able to be burned together with hot water. That's not really the case for human hair and things like that. So keep in mind that that's a lot of friction between your hair and that pillowcase, especially if it's not a satin pillowcase. And even then, I feel like the satin pillowcases are not always safe, just because for me, my braids are pretty long, and so they're going to be hanging down my back and would be off of the pillowcase. So I would just make sure to have your hair wrapped up nice and well before you go to bed in order to minimize that friction that would cause frizz up here and eventually break your hair off. And that brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you noticed, a lot of the same rules that you have when your hair is not in a protective style do still apply when it is in a protective style. So we are still promoting TLC for our relaxed hair. We're nourishing that transition point, keeping our scalp clean, keeping it moisturized, incorporating those serums and those amazing oils like black castor oil, tea tree oil, things that promote anti-itch, anti-tension, and at the same time give you that growth. That's what we're here for. We're here for a good time, not a long time. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below if you have any questions. I do try and get to the comments as quickly as I can. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!